Hi, Pamela here from CopyTrekker. Picking up from our last video, today we're going to talk about the three voices of authority. That would be the translator, the parent, and the voice of God. Again, I learned about these voices from Justin Blackman and Abby Woodcock's book, What They Hear When You Write. So let's go ahead and jump in. Down here, we have the translator. Translators are known for making complex topics easy to understand. Like a park ranger, they are approachable and informative. Their vocabulary tends to be more basic, with shorter sentences than most. I like to say that they are more down to earth than some of the loftier voices, as you'll see when we get to the so-called voice of God. Let's take a look at the first email from the translator, or as I like to call it, the park ranger. Right off the bat, this voice gives us the code that we requested, and then it jumps right in with what we need to know about the ropes course. It's straightforward information. This voice stresses safety in a straightforward, authoritative manner. All participants must attend a mandatory safety briefing. It doesn't explain why, while some of the other voices will go on to elaborate on this point. Now for the parent or river guide. Like a parent, this voice is nurturing. It can be fun at times and stern at others. When I think of river guides, when they're on the water, they're the boss. They have the experience and we need to listen to their authority, or we might just go over the waterfall. But once the adventure's done and everyone's safe, they loosen up. They might even tell a dad joke. In the email using this voice, we can see this mix of fun and authority. For the first two levels, the voice is pretty light, but then it turns more serious the deeper we get into level 3, and that's the highest, most demanding section. This voice stresses that only advanced ropes course training graduates are permitted. Again, it's stressing safety in the mandatory briefing. While the translator left it at that, the parent river guide said, hey, we want to make sure you have a safe and exhilarating experience. Now on to God. I liken the voice of God to an expedition leader taking us up Mount Everest or K2. This is serious life or death business, and you better listen. Of the three authority voices, this is the ultimate authority. Remember how the other voices talked about safety at the end? The voice of God jumps right in with the rules, including under what circumstances you're permitted to blow the free whistle. As this voice begins to describe the course, it starts with a warning. Where some other voices say, hey, you're going to have a blast, this voice says, consider yourself warned. It's not all bossy and judgmental. For example, right here, it softens slightly, saying, take a deep breath and believe in yourself. I can imagine an expedition leader sharing words of encouragement like that just before leading us across an icy crevasse. Now that all the rules and warnings are complete, this voice finally gives us our discount code. So those are the three voices of authority. Stay tuned for my next video, which will cover the voices of accessibility. In the meantime, if you're curious about your own voice, head on over to copytrekker.com/voicefinder to learn about my one-on-one brand voice finder sessions. In just 60 to 90 minutes, we'll discover where your voice falls within these 9 voice types and what makes it uniquely yours. Our voice finding discoveries will serve as a trusty compass, keeping your copy consistent and authentic, no matter who writes it. So let's fine-tune your vibe. I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching.